The first thing I would like to tell you is that as a European company, my company, Atos, that I share, is a European leader in IT services. And by the way, we should probably share our experience because I have exactly the opposite problem of yours. My problem is that some of my young talents want to go to work abroad, and yours don't want to leave. So I don't know. Maybe there's something. Maybe there's something with the companies. And by the way, we are a global company, and they're all willing to work outside. So maybe we don't have the same people. But anyway, and also a second lesson, I would like to tell you that I teach to all my business leaders. As a European company, as a global company, we have to be citizens of the companies, of the countries where we work. We have to be humble. We never criticize any of the country where we operate. We are players. We are actors. We have to be good citizens, good European citizens, and respecting the countries and also the political strengths or weaknesses that we have in our country. This being said, I have decided to change the bylaws of my company and to become a European company. You know that in Europe, you can have this SE, Società Europeas. We have 800 SE in Europe. Atos was the largest French company to make this move. And in order to support your initiative, I have decided to create a club of this SE because I believe that it is much better to add and speak from a European point of view, including to the European regulators, to the European unions, than to speak in our different countries. And by the way, I think it is a fantastic way to help our government to take the right decision in terms of convergence. And then, of course, we will need data. We will need some help. We need some support. And that's why, again, I'm here to testify that we at Atos will support and endorse this initiative, which is absolutely critical to us. This being said, I strongly believe that, of course, as Mrs. Merkel said, these three magic numbers, 7, 25, and 50, 7% of the population in Europe, representing 25% of the world GDP, but spending still at the European level 50% of the social resources. So, of course, we know what we have to do to converge and to change this mindset. We are in a fantastic world of opportunities. In the next 30 years, the world population will increase by 30%. That's absolutely fantastic. Europe, unfortunately, will not grow in terms of demographic like the rest of the planet, roughly flat in the next 30 years. So, of course, our goal as European companies is to attract the best talent in Europe. And that's why we need competitiveness. We need, again, to welcome non-European newcomers in Europe and in our company. That's absolutely vital. Let me tell you one of the stories. Before I left the government a few years ago, one of my last visits was in China. I had many visits in China, of course. And our ambassador from France, in China, came to see me because he was just hired to be the new ambassador from France in Beijing. And he told me, Mr. Minister, how will you measure that I will be a good or bad ambassador? And I say to him, I will give you only one KPI, one indicator. I will reflect your ability to send in France the highest number of Chinese students. That's it. And if you give me 50,000 students a year, by the way, some of them will come to Insead, I'm sure, you will be a great ambassador and you will work for your country and you will work for Europe. So here again, and that's the last point I would like to tell you, in this new world, when the population will increase tremendously, we need to take this part of immigration. We need to have a green card, sort of a green card, for the, at the Europe level. That's absolutely critical. I know it's not very fashionable what I'm saying. I know it should be controversial, but that's my deepest conviction, that in Europe, where you have 90% debt versus GDP, we all know that this will have an impact on the potential growth of Europe. And in order to cope with this, competitiveness, structural reforms, but also attracting new talent, and by the way, immigration. So, selected immigration, but immigration. So again here, thank you for this initiative. We will use it. It's absolutely critical for our businesses. And us, the 800 SE, Società Europeas, European companies, with these specific bylaws, because we feel that our nationality is Europe, we will work with you.